Okay, here we are. What's today? Today's Wednesday morning, the 30th of September. And we're late getting out because it was raining. It seems to have dissipated. There's just a little bit of a mist I can feel. Pippa, you want to go and get some water? Come, let's go look. So we came down to check the colors on a dreary gray day opposite our house on the far side of the lake. And we're going to look up. I still cannot see the structure of our home up there, but it's there, so we need another week or two for the leaves to fall. The colors are really quite gorgeous. I don't remember in the 16 years, maybe I'm just getting older and more attentive to the detail of the gorgeous beauty. So with the gray sky and the primarily orange with flashes of red and little bits of yellow, but this year is really unusual because there is so much more red and orange, and there's nothing more to say than just beautiful. So Pippa and I are going to walk back. I'm just taking another little pass by to see if there's, I suspect straight directly in front, slightly to the left of that grayish chalet cottage, up to the top where there's a little bit of an opening. That might be where our house is, but I cannot see any frame structure yet at all. So we'll have to come back in another, week or so. Okay, Pip, let's walk back. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Pippy, what do you got on you? You got little twigs falling on you? Here, hang on. Okay, let's go. Come. So, what happens? What's going on? I watched 5 minutes of the debate there last night before I went to bed. I was watching a series about a narco hitman, a new series that I just played the first episode for. I got about four or five different series going on that I switch to depending on mood, so to speak. Most of them are quite good. One is about unsolved mystery or unsolved crime or something about the murder of a German statesman at the time of the fall of the East Berlin, East Germany. It's a kind of a political analysis going on. That one is not really what I would call enthralling. It's just a curiosity for me to watch and to learn about what it was like at the fall of the East Berlin, East Germany, and the politics of the time, compared to what you might say would be the casual political viewpoints as a Canadian, focused on his working life career and making do for the family back in 89, 90, 91, 92. That would have been sort of the let's call it the, I don't like to use the word peak of the career, but it would have been in the mainstream of corporate politics in Canada for me, dealing with let's call it changes of personal but changes of corporate nature, and working life. Anyway, so that's one of the programs. I'm watching something called Locked Up that's about women in prison. It's pretty well done. Watching Borgen, I find that a fascinating political storyline for Denmark. And there are one or two others that I haven't watched for quite a while because they just didn't draw me in yet, but they're still on my watch list when I run out of things. That's the thing about Netflix. I think you could spend your whole life there. There's nothing you'd run out of unless you were really narrowly focused. Like for me, I don't watch comedies because they don't make me laugh. I don't watch science fiction because I'm not really into it, like Star Wars and Star Trek and all that stuff. I think I did watch a Star Wars version 1 or something, but I'm not into the comic book heroes. In fact, I detest the genre per se. I'm into musicals. If I can find a good musical, I'd like to see one. The last one I remember watching several times was Moulin Rouge and Mamma Mia. And I just watched A Star is Born with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. I found that really a little bit, what's the right word, cheesy, but I just love the music. When I say cheesy, I'm talking about the storyline about, the alcoholic versus the misunderstood and discarded, if you like, talent of that didn't fit the let's call it the commercial model, which I believe is probably very true. And recently I've been exposed to on my Facebook. I don't know why it's changed, but it has. Some of the feeds I'm getting, it must be my choices somewhere, or my continued repeated watches of some music of all kinds. Actually, I'm a rock and roller, but I found this couple called Hauser and Benedetta Cerreta. She's Italian, I believe. He's somewhere in Romania or Bulgaria or something. Anyway, the two of them get together and they do this fantastic duet of cello and her voice, and I'm mesmerized by the talent. They've got these little snippets on I don't know, they're coming to me on Facebook feeds, but I don't know if they're YouTube or Instagram or whatever the other stuff is that you can post to, but they're coming to me. And then there's the street musicians that I've run into, and I share them to the ones that I like anyway. I share them to my Facebook rather than trying to continue my political rants. I've got musical discoveries that I'm sharing. But anyway, back to this politics. Like the 5 minute of the debate last night, I was so disgusted. That man is just so pathetic, so uncivilized, such a bully, such an ignorant bully, and a well-established and well-known criminal, a racist, a bigot, an incompetent failure in all dimensions of humanity. I'll leave it at that. And if I was an American, I would be so embarrassed, so disgusted, and so motivated to vote the son of a bitch out. I guess I can't kind of just leave it, can I? Anyway. So, Biden to me is kind of an escape hatch. He's there. He's not the choice that the United States needs to make progress, to correct the evils of the last 4 years. But he is the first step to getting out of the real danger that Trump presents. Pippa, what you doing? So what's going on? The colors continue, and they are robust, but you can see the leaves are falling all over. And for those that haven't made it up north for a while, I know we got situation or code red or whatever in Montreal, and even right up to Prévost and Saint Jérôme. And I'm reading stuff where there are people are not being allowed into the Saint-Sever area, for example, if they can't prove that they have a business or job or residence here. I'm not sure that's true, but that's what I read somewhere on Facebook. Hey, Pippi, You taking your time this morning with the rain? Hey, we're lucky. It was the misty drizzle is stopping, it seems. It's supposed to end by noon. So the day should get a little bit more enjoyable. We still got hints of skunk, but we put some vinegar out, which was one of the suggestions that was provided on the link or the sources that were given to me. And just put a bowl of vinegar in the front hall, and it seems to be doing the job. And I noticed that there's just a hint on Pippa, so I'm going to, I was going to do it yesterday, and you know what happens at old age, you forget. I was going to spray her with this deodorizer as I brush her, because I brush her every day. But she's got a hint that's just under her chin, on her chest. When she comes in, I can just... I'm almost tempted to say taste it, but you know what I mean. Anyway, what else? What else can we mumble about? Oh, gee, I've been mumbling for too long already, eh? Pippi, you're happy to be here? You happy down here on this side of the lake? Hey, there's a classic pose of a burner. Hey, my pretty girl. Yesterday she was quite tired when we came out of the forest. She had to stop, I'd say 3 or 4 times. Anyway, so she's 8 3/4, going to be 9 on January the 1st, and that's a good age for a burner. Hope she has several more left in her. If we keep walking, the chances are good. Anyway, we'll sign off with a view of the colors on the far side of the lake. Well, actually, the near side from our home, but the vantage point being the far side. And everybody have a good day on a dreary gray mid-morning. We'll do it again tomorrow. Hey, Pip.